Welcome to this week's Tech Talk. Last week, Facebook announced that they'd bought Oculus Rift in a deal worth $2 billion. I'm here to talk to Carl Maddox of Masters of Pi about their own tech demo for the technology and what Facebook's plans for it might well be. So Carl, tell me about what Masters of Pi do and the Oculus Rift in general.
Okay, well, Masters of Pi are a London-based creative tech studio, and we work with the latest technology, whether that be VR or AR or mobile games. We're completely technology agnostic. We got hold of the Oculus Rift last year. We backed it on Kickstarter, and we were one of the first. And we got the demo, and we thought, what can we do? So we wanted to create some really immersive experiences that we could take around.
I played the demo you had set up last week, and can you just talk us through where the idea came from and what it is?
Well, initially it came from my phobia of being underwater. It's probably the closest I'll ever get to scuba diving, to be honest. But we were looking, because as I mentioned, we were one of the first to get one, especially in London. And a lot of the demos were centering around gaming experiences, and there were early reports of people being motion sick from the fact that your feet weren't moving, and if you're using a controller, it's a bit of a disconnect. So we sat back and we thought, why don't we just have the action centered around the user, so you're not moving so much, we're suspended in the ocean, and all of these creatures and the experiences coming to you. It would be an easier kind of application early on. So we also thought about the mask, and your brain doesn't have to work too hard wearing the mask to believe that you're wearing a scuba mask. I mean, it makes perfect sense. So that was really where the idea was born, and it just kind of grew from there.
Obviously, last week the Facebook deal was huge news. What do you expect from this deal? What do you think Facebook wants to do with the technology?
Well, the obvious thing would be social. I mean, no one really knows at this point what they want to do. I mean, they bought the drones recently. Who knows what you can imagine, some kind of drone VR hybrid. But as far as we're concerned, as a small studio, it's can only be a good thing, because anything that can accelerate the tech, get it into consumers and people's homes quicker and higher quality, and also we think it makes everyone take it seriously. So,
what do you think the major application of the Oculus Rift will be in the future?
It's mainly games, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I think that obviously games being the original intention for the mainstream VR, certainly. So that was one of the biggest push that people wanted to do, was let's make games for it, which is obvious and it's great. We want to make games for it too. But we also want to explore the other avenues outside of that, so learning and training applications especially. All the companies are saying, well, we'll make products when everyone's got one. For the dev kit too, certainly, I mean, we're hoping to get ours in June, but there's rumours, no one really knows the exact date of the consumer version, but we'll anticipate it'll be probably Christmas or around just after Christmas. Hopefully Christmas would be great.
Yeah.
We can start building.
And then you've got Sony as well, who are working on their own project Morpheus.
Yeah,
and Microsoft probably have something in the pipeline as well.
But I mean, the Oculus to us seems to have the best latency and head tracking, and the experience is just slightly better on that. It's certainly the best around at the moment. It might not look the best. It is a little bit kind of low-tech looking at the moment, but that will evolve and it will mature. You can imagine people like Sony and Microsoft will bring out slick, more polished versions because of the money they have at their disposal. But Facebook, that's the point of them buying it, I guess.
Exactly.
I mean, it will catch up to the big boys.
I was lucky enough to demo the Oculus Rift last week, and the technology is certainly impressive, as it must be for Facebook to drop that kind of money. But whatever their plans are for the future, that remains to be seen. Thank you for watching, and for all the latest news and reviews, go to ibtimes.co.uk/technology.